Now there are different service models. So what kind of services can be offered through cloud? The one that might be familiar to you, the Dropbox or the OneDrive kind of service, is a storage service. Okay, so you can access storage like in the Dropbox or OneDrive, or you can access processing powers like if you now Google Colab gives you much more than just the access to the hardware. But for example, if you need to run an application that needs GPU and you don't have the GPU, you just go to Colab and it gives you access to some GPUs there, or even more powerful than that. Okay, so access to storage or processing or networking infrastructure is one of the services that can be offered. So that saves you the expenses of actually buying these powerful resources. You don't have to buy GPUs in order to execute code. Okay, some of these services are partially offered for free for you to try it, and then eventually can pay for what you use. You don't have to buy that entire resource. Okay, now how is this used? How does this happen that we share these powerful resources through a concept called virtualization? Now when you have, say, 50 gigabytes on Dropbox, most likely you are sharing a hard drive with other people. So the hard drive would be like 120 terabytes, and then there are 10 people sharing it. But from one person's perspective, it looks like it's their own storage, it's their own device. So it's virtually encapsulating every user, give them access to a portion of the hardware, okay? And they can work with it as if it was the entire resource. So that's through virtualization. So I have 50 gigabytes on Dropbox. It looks like this is my entire hard drive, even though when it's actually, there are more things that are stored in the same hard drive that is not accessible to me. Okay. But it's not only that now, it's much more than just the powerful hardware or the powerful infrastructure. Now you can access the powerful hardware with some software already installed in it, so you don't have to worry about buying the infrastructure nor installing the software. So an example of that is GitHub. Now you know in order to work with Git, you need to install Git locally, right? So this is the client part or the local part. You can have a Git server as well. You can install a Git server and create a remote repository on your device or on a device on your own. You can do that. But a service like GitHub saves you that time. You don't have to install or maintain or worry about updating the Git server that works as a remote repository. Okay, so that is in addition to access to the infrastructure, they also have some platform that is already installed and maintained and updated for you. Okay, so that's another type of services. Now, the third type of services is the actual application. So when you have the entire application is created to run on the cloud, and it just would be accessible through a browser as if it was a simple web application, but it is much more sophisticated than a simple web application, something like Netflix, video streaming. So before the concept of cloud computing became useful like this, streaming services would include you receiving what we call a decoder, if you ever experienced that. So a hardware device will come to you, and then you will have to configure it in order to receive the streaming service. Okay. Now with the cloud application, with the streaming service running as a cloud application, all the sophisticated streaming work that needs to be done, it would be happening on the cloud, and you just access it through a browser as if it was just a simple web page. Okay. Now the popular cloud service providers. 3 of them are the main players, but there are much more than 3, of course. But the main players are Google Cloud, AWS, Amazon Web Services, and Microsoft Azure. We are going to be using Google Cloud because it has very important big data sources that we can use to practice connecting to data sources. So Google Cloud offers a lot of APIs to access its own services. All right. You just need to have a Google account or a Gmail account in order to create a GCP account. So GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Okay. So if you have a Gmail account, you can go to cloud.google.com. All right, and then you can log in with your Gmail account and create a GCP account based on that. Okay, once you log into your GCP, you can have access to the console. And through the console, you can have access to a whole world of APIs and services that like make the world much easier. I'm just gonna go show it to you. So I'm just gonna start from the beginning here, from the console. So this is the home page. All right. Now I'm already logged in. I created multiple accounts, but anyways, so I'm already logged in. So I want to go to the console. So the console is just like a main dashboard there. And I can access the APIs from here, or I can just go from here. So this hamburger icon opens the side panel, and then there is APIs and services. And then from the submenu, I can choose library. Now a whole set of libraries are available for you here. Now you see, you know Google Maps? You know Google Maps, right? No? Yes. Almost everybody know Google Maps. Now you can create an application on your own that is built on Google Maps without having to create any of the create the GPS or all the sophisticated work that is needed to create the actual map and the navigation and all that. It's already done and accessible to you through the APIs here. You can eventually, you probably will try some of these out eventually. There are some machine learning APIs, so you can run machine learning algorithms on the cloud. Okay. Everything has a price though. They make it easy for you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, but everything has a price. It's not very cheap. Okay. Now, every service that Google offers, there is an API that allow you to create an application based on it. Okay, even the Gmail, even the Google Drive. Okay, so like, for example, you can automatically create an application that connects automatically to your Google Drive and upload or download or data or files to there. Okay. Now here's the one that we're gonna be working with, the group that works with YouTube data. Okay, so we're gonna try the YouTube data API tomorrow. And there are social media. Okay, so probably Twitter is not gonna be, it's risky, so I'm really reluctant to work with Twitter, so maybe we can replace it with one of these. All right, there's advertising APIs. Yes. Yeah, but you can generally speaking, conceptual as a concept, you can send automatic emails. But it's very strict in the authentication thing. Okay, so you can receive email, you can create something like the Outlook, for example. You know, Outlook, how Outlook formats the emails received. Yeah, you can create a new interface. You can just access the emails to read or summarize. You can try to send emails automatically. Okay, you can always go there and look at the documentation. What are the functionalities available in this API, and what examples give you overview and some references and quick start. Okay, so yeah, so there are a lot of cool things that can be done. We're gonna start doing that tomorrow. All right, any questions about that? I hope the concepts are clear. We're gonna start the hands-on tomorrow right away. Okay, so that's all what we have today. Thank you so much.